Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to another Manchester United video. Today we are covering the transfer story of Justin Kluivert possibly coming to Manchester United. Today I'll be taking you through all the rumours and all the recent news that has been happening and my take on it, and please do get your thoughts in the live chat as well. But also, as you can see, it's a nice new studio designed by DLM75.
Lovely studio, Kieran.
His link will be in the description down below if you want to go subscribe to him. But yeah, he designed this new studio. Please do tell me what you think of it. But anyway, let's get straight into this transfer story. So, a few days ago, a few newspapers like the Mail Online and Telegraph were reporting that Manchester United were looking to agree terms with Justin Kluivert for his signature for him to sign in the summer. And these sort of rumours kind of started all back in the Europa League final when Jose Mourinho was talking to Justin Kluivert quite intently, and a lot of Manchester United fans got really excited over what those talks may have been about. And since then, there's been a lot of speculation on whether he might want to come to Manchester United and whether Jose Mourinho is trying to get him to come to Manchester United. And now these stories have come out that they want to kind of bring him to Old Trafford. And some papers are saying different things. Welcome Tubes, by the way, welcome to the stream. Some people are saying different things. Some papers are saying that they want to, they've already agreed terms. Other papers saying that they're looking to agree a transfer fee, so you don't know. Obviously, we've just had the January transfer window, but you can still make agreements for the summer during the season, and possibly Justin Kluivert might be another player which, it could ultimately happen. And I think, Kluivert is one of those players which Jose Mourinho has been looking to bring in. It does seem he's a very, very positive young talent, someone who, would probably fit in at Manchester United. Tube says he has a 10 million buyout clause, so yeah, a player who probably wouldn't, as you say there, would be very, very cheap for his talent. A lot of people raving about him, saying he's a fantastic young player, and he definitely is a brilliant young player. Probably not, ready-made talent. We probably have to develop him a bit more, but he does look a very, very good young player. But as I said, he probably wouldn't, slot straight in to the first 11, I would say, or our best 11. But I think it would be nice to get him into the squad and maybe develop him further. Welcome, Rodney. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? If you haven't already, go check out his channel as well. There's some great live content and just content in general, so go check it out. But yeah, I just found it interesting looking at this story, really, because after the January transfer window, I thought, transfer talk was off for the rest of, I don't know, until the summer. And I thought we didn't have to listen to kind of all these rumours surrounding Manchester United. But it does seem that this rumour's come back. Another transfer rumour for Manchester United. I mean, it's almost as if the papers need more clicks, but there we go. I'm not sure. I think it's a deal that could definitely happen, considering how cheap he is. And it wouldn't mean, for Manchester United, 10 million is not, a lot of money. For most clubs nowadays, 10 million is not a lot of money. So, yeah, I think this deal could definitely happen. Rodney says 10 million is cheap. Which position would you play him in? Well, it's a good question. I think we've got a lot of attacking talent. Obviously, bringing in Sanchez in January has really bolstered our attacking options. I think he'd probably have to be. I think he could play on the wing. Probably. I think he's probably quite versatile, and especially at a young age, you can kind of mould him into a position, because when you're a bit older, you're not as versatile. You're not as you kind of have to play in a position to be effective. But when you're younger, you can be coached and molded into a certain position. And I'm really not sure where I play him, to be honest. I wish I had the answers, but I don't know. I think he'd definitely play on the wing. I think he'd definitely be effective there. Although we do have a lot of players who can playing that position already. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to get straight into our first 11, as I said. But maybe, I mean, possibly as a number 10, but I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one if we do bring him in where he's going to play. You guys can get your thoughts in the live chat on that as well. Also, if you are watching, if you could leave a like, that'd be absolutely superb. I mean, yeah, they do need clicks. I know it is ridiculous, but there we go. I think it's just some of these newspapers, some of the journalists just, you know, they just feed off Manchester United every single week. You'll have a journalist coming out with something like, "Oh, Jose's the villain of football. He's playing negative football and all this," or something about a transfer story, something like that, something about controversy. "Oh, Jose Mourinho looks a bit upset after coming out of the Lowry Hotel. He wants to leave." You know, something like that. Ronnie says, "From the clips I've seen, he looks like a free spirit." Yeah, and I think at such a young age, he is going to be a free spirit. You know, he's got his whole career ahead of him. He's got nothing to lose, really, when he plays now, because he's playing in the Eredivisie, not a really, really strenuous league. And he's playing for Ajax, so he's got a lot of quality players around him. So he can just be free, he can just play good attacking football. And yeah, I think he would, you know, well, actually, whether he'd fit the Premier League style is remains to see, because there's a lot of players more experienced than him who, you know, who are playing well in their respective leagues, but might not be able to cope with the Premier League lifestyle. But I don't know. I think Justin, it seems like one of those players who, you know, he's got his father as well, who's an absolutely fantastic player. So, you know, he's got that experience from his dad, whatever, and he can kind of help him. And ultimately, I think it might be a good purchase from Manchester United, because I do feel like he will be a player who in 1 or 2 transfer windows time could be worth a big sum of money. And I think we bought him now, nipped it in the bud now, I'd be very, very happy with that. I definitely was not expecting this after the January transfer window had closed, so there we go. Tube says, could loan him back from Ajax or an EPL team. Yeah, I think actually that might be a decent bit of business, especially for his development. Obviously, if we were to, you know, buy him straight away and then take him out of that Ajax team, take him out of the Netherlands, which he seems very, you know, comfortable in the Netherlands, and especially at such a young age, do you really want someone to make such a big change, moving to country, you know, a different country, and it'd probably be a lot of money for him, you know, financial change. So it's interesting. Would you really want to make that kind of leap for him, or would it be better to loan him back to Ajax? Rodney agrees. He says loan him back to Ajax. Probably that would not be a bad plan, just for his development as well, because obviously at Manchester United, I'm not sure if we bought him in the summer, I'm not sure how much playing time he would get in that first team. So maybe loaning him back to Ajax might be a decent decision, just as I said, for his development, just to make sure he's playing games, because at that age you need to be playing games. The more games, the more experience that you get, the better, because because, you know, you'll be able to face the challenges later in your career or earlier in your career more easily than some of the other young players who've been kept on the bench. And that's what I've been saying about some other young talent that Manchester United have loaned out. Like, I'm very happy that Axel Tuanzebe got loaned out, you know, because obviously he was not going to get that much pitch time at Manchester United, but it does seem like he's going to get a lot of pitch time at Aston Villa. Also, James Wilson going to Sheffield United. Hopefully he can get some pitch time. It hasn't really worked out for him so far in his Manchester United career. Had a lot of loan moves for him, but I do hope it does work out for him. He does seem like a very good lad, a player who could potentially flourish into a decent striker for us. But as the way football's going, to be honest, I'm not sure I can see him playing as Manchester United's main number 9 striker. I would love it if he could, but to be honest, I mean, his career has not gone that far. Obviously, he's still a young kid, and I do recognise that, and he could definitely still do something good, but, you know, we'll just have to wait and see with him. Also, Timothy Fosu-Mensah doing very, very well at Crystal Palace, and I think, you know, him going to Crystal Palace on loan was a very, very good move, getting that Premier League experience week in, week out, and I think definitely when he does come back to Manchester United, we can definitely have that possibly backup or replacement for Valencia, because Valencia is a very, very consistent, you know, fantastic right back. But at his age, I'm not sure how well he'd be able to kind of perform consistently at the levels that he's been performing. So ultimately, we do need to get that replacement in. We need that, yeah, we need that kind of ready-made replacement, so that when he kind of starts declining a bit, we can bring in Fosu Mensah, and he can come out from the youth ranks and do very, very well. Rodney says, I wouldn't want him to go on loan to the EPL. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would be good for his career, obviously having to adapt straight away. And, you know, we need to, I think if we bought him, as you guys have been saying, we probably really have to take care of him, really. We have to make sure that he doesn't, you know, his career just goes smoothly, because when you're in that young age, you're in such a situation, a fragile situation, that anything could alter your career path. Tube says, I don't have a clue about Jose's plan for the future. 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. Will he sell likes of Fellaini, etc.? Does he view Timothy Fosu-Mensah, AP and AT are well done. Oh, I should know their names. You put it in anagrams of, I'm trying to, as players he trusts. How does this affect our summer business? Yeah, it's interesting. You know, obviously, he is very much a conundrum of a man, Jose Mourinho. Very much a man who is very hard to predict, I would say. Oh, Axel Tuanzebe. Oh, yeah, and Pereira. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. I should have known that. But yeah, thanks for clearing that up. But yeah, I think it's interesting to see where Jose Mourinho goes with his future plans. I mean, there's loads of different stories, loads of different things saying he might not even be at the club in future seasons. I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, I think the future is still bright with Jose Mourinho at the helm. I do think he's the right man to take us forward, and I think especially this season he showed a lot of shades, a lot of shades of, you know, how far we could go in a Manchester United under his wing. Welcome, Zach. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? He says, yo, mate, just ended my stream. Oh, I'm sorry if you ended that because of me. I apologise. But I mean, I was watching it for a bit. I did leave a like on there, so I didn't comment, unfortunately. But yeah, no, go check out his channel in the link in the description down below. Very, very good channel. Very, very good Manchester United career mode as well, if you're into that sort of stuff. He says he doesn't see the deal happening. I don't know. I'm just sort of, you know, trying to comment on the rumours, really. They're interesting, very interesting, but ultimately, as I said, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Tube says Jose might see Justin as a wing, a full. Oh god, my anagram skills is awful. I think that you mean a winger, I think, or like a forward kind of thing. I heard Jose doesn't want Dybala and Bell today. Yeah, I think, you know, I think, you know, Dybala and Bell seem like ready-made, you know, world-class talent, but maybe he might be doing a good bit of business for, like, the long-term future if he was to buy Justin Kluivert. But we'll see what's happened. I mean, 10 million buyout clause, ultimately. I mean, we'll see what happens. It's a very intriguing deal, and I think if we were to pull it off, it would be one which would kind of go against the grain of, you know, transfer deals that have been happening recently. Welcome, Brother Gaming. Welcome to the stream. He says sack him. He isn't taking the club anywhere. I'm not reading that last word out, but I don't agree with you, my friend. I don't agree with you. He really is taking the club forward. You know, second in the league. Our points tally is ridiculous. You know, we're signing the likes of Alexis Sanchez, and I think we're doing really well. We're doing so well. DLM75, welcome to the stream, buddy. He says, I wonder who made this. Yep, it is DLM75, and I appreciate DLM75 making this. And as I said, if you want to go subscribe to his channel, link is in the description down below. Zach says, no, it wasn't because of you, mate. Don't worry. So, mate, how's your day going? My day's going very well, my friend. My day is going very, very well indeed. But yeah, very, very happy that you guys have joined me on the stream tonight, and also very happy that I can showcase this new layout to you guys, brought to you by DLM75. But yeah, I mean, if there's anything you guys would say I should, you know, I could sort of improve this with, then please do let me know in the live chat. Also, if you are watching, leave a like on the stream. That'd be absolutely superb. And yeah, if you feel free to share it around the you know, feel free to share it around on your social medias if you want to. But yeah, thank you very much. I mean, thank DLM75. It's beautiful. DLM75, I can't watch at the moment, doing my own stream. Oh yeah, doing the watch along, cheeky little watch along. Yeah, go check out his watch along if you like watching. If you want to watch the Chelsea Watford game. Not watch the game, but you know what I mean. Watch his reaction to the game on his channel. George14E, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Thanks for joining. If you are new, please do hit that subscribe button as well. He says, hi RedDevilWeekly, happy with Alexis Sanchez at Manchester United. Over the moon, my friend. I am over the moon, George. Seriously, what a signing he is. I don't care how people are judging him on his performance against Spurs. He is a fantastic player who will make things happen going forward at Manchester United. And we saw that against Huddersfield. He's such a busy player, such a skillful player who's able to, you know, he's able to do anything. He's a magical player who I like him because he tries things, and even if they don't come off, he doesn't mope around about it. He really does. You know, he really you know, goes back and tries to win the ball when he makes a mistake, and he's just one of those players who, you know, you can rely on to make things happen in this team. So to answer your question, I'm very, very happy with Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, Zach, you can Skype in, my friend. Feel free. I'm just going to put the headphones on. But yeah, you can Skype in, buddy. Tube says, I think Jose wants to play a 4-3-3 next season. Yeah, interesting. Obviously, probably Lukaku with Martial and Sanchez on the right. That would not be too shabby at all. I think that'd be probably one of our best attacking lineups. Unfortunately, we played that kind of formation against Spurs, and it didn't truly work out for us, I think. But that was ultimately because our defensive mistakes made us 2-0 down. Tube says the one who will play right forward. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, Mourinho looks like he's sort of swapping out Martial for Sanchez, which I don't really agree with, to be honest. But there we go. I'd rather see Alexis Sanchez on the left, on the right-hand side, rather than the left. Right, we got Zach on the call. Just gonna accept it now. Oh wait, hold on a second. No wait. Oh wait, I've been streaming the stream the whole time. Oops. Right, okay, we're getting Zach on the stream, everyone. Just for George, I'm gonna read your comment out. He says, funny thing is, I'm an Arsenal fan. Fair enough. What are your thoughts about Aubameyang's debut? Well, I thought he played well. I didn't see too much of him, to be honest. I didn't watch the full match, but I thought Aubameyang, he's a very, very good signing for you, no question about it. And a lot of people were saying that his first performance, comparing him to Thierry Henry, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll be intriguing to see when he does come to Old Trafford later in the season. Just going to try and alter this audio. But there we go. We've got Zach on the Skype call. Very good to Skype in. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, my friend. So, Justin Kluivert is the topic of the stream tonight. I mean, obviously, you had your thoughts in the comments there, but I guess I'll ask you again. What are your overriding thoughts on the rumours coming out in the past few days we might be signing Justin Kluivert?
Alright, so the thing I don't believe this is happening is because obviously some people would view this as maybe Jose could have a punt. It's only 10 million. It's literally pennies for Man United, which I get. I completely get. It could be a punt. But when does Jose do that when he has money? He said in the January transfer window, over 2018, there's only going to be 3 signings. We signed one of them in Alexis, and the only 2 I can actually see happening will be marquee players, such as a Dybala and then a huge centre-back. And I don't see Justin Kluivert coming into that when he's not Premier League proven. He is still young, so it could go badly. It still can go very, very well as well. But, I mean, obviously 10 million is not a lot for Man United, but I think Jose's not lying when there's only 3 people he's getting in the whole of 2018. And I can see those only 3 being marquee signings because I don't see Justin Kluivert coming in 2018 and winning us the league. Whereas I see Dybala coming in and I see a centre-back and Sanchez coming in winning us the league. So if you think of it from that standpoint, because of Jose Mourinho, he's probably not in it for the long run. he would do that. Whereas maybe if you had someone that was in it for the long run, like a Sir Alex of the modern era, which is very, very rare, we could see it happen. And that's why I don't see it happening. Also, Jose, he's more of a person to buy experience than youth. Obviously, if Justin Kluivert is showing the potential that his dad had, it would be amazing. But I think realistically, Jose is going to stick to his instinct and stay with more experienced players.
Interesting points, to be fair. Interesting points. You know, I think it's true that when Jose Mourinho does have money to spend, he does like to spend it on kind of ready-made talent and ready-made players who are going to be guaranteed to come in and make a big difference. We've seen that with Alexis Sanchez, Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, Mkhitaryan, pretty much all his signings, Ibrahimovic as well. All his signings, probably bar Eric Bailly maybe, or Victor Lindelof, you could say, might have, you know, a sort of ready-made talent. And it's a very, very good point, actually. But yeah, I think Kluivert, I think ultimately, I think in my opinion, it would be a good sign to make him apparently a 10 million buyout clause. It wouldn't cost us too much, but I mean, yeah, I mean the point you made there was actually one which I hadn't thought about, to be fair, but it's a good one. I'm going to read a few of the comments. George says, "Do you think Kluivert will come to United?" Well, we are answering this as we speak, my friend. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Tube says Kluivert might be signed and loaned out, so he won't count as a signing. Interesting. Obviously similar to what Liverpool seem to be doing. As you know, it's not very similar. But yeah, I mean it's an interesting one. Maybe we could sign him and then loan him back to Ajax for the rest of the season. So yeah, it would be. You know, it would be an interesting one to see that one happen. Possibly, it might be better for him for his development not to leave straight away to United. Rodney says, "Not sure United can lure Dybala away from the clutches of Barcelona." Interesting. Obviously, Barcelona looking in for Dybala as a possible long-term replacement for Lionel Messi, I should say. But yeah, Zach, you did touch on Paulo Dybala. What do you think the chances of him coming to Manchester United are?
Well, I was obviously just listing Dybala because I'm a huge fan of him. I would love to see him at the club. He fits everything. He fits the bill. And also, he's a world-class player. Literally so good. I mean, I would think Dybala, I would have him for Griezmann. The only reason I'm saying Dybala is because I'm a huge fan of him. But I can also see Griezmann going to that slot. So obviously you have Barcelona going for him. At the same time, Messi, he's not the age of Ronaldo. I can see him staying at the main man at Barcelona until he's 33 like Ronaldo. So I don't see Barcelona actually going for Dybala as a replacement for Messi within the next few years. I could see that being quite actually a way away. Also, realistically, I think that maybe Barcelona probably wouldn't go for him right now if you think that money they've been spending over the last two transfer seasons, because obviously getting Dembele and Coutinho and Paulinho, all these huge players in on wages and lots of money going through the transfer. It's costing Barcelona a lot of money. I know they're very, very rich, but surely you can't keep on spending that. So I think they're going to try level it out. I think they'll wait until Messi's really in complete decline before that. So that's what I personally think. And yeah, I completely agree that I think Dybala will be under severe pressure to go maybe to Barcelona from his agent. Or maybe you have maybe a sneaky Real Madrid or maybe Bayern going in for Dybala. But I think if we came in, we could match any club for wages as we are the richest, as we make the most money in the world, not the richest club in the world anymore. So yeah, I think either way, I do believe Manchester United will be getting either a Dybala or a Griezmann. So either way, we'll be in very, very good standing.
Yeah, I think, you know, the way that, you know, the transfer windows are going nowadays, I could definitely see that happening. I mean, a lot of Man United fans have differing opinions on Antoine Griezmann as well, just mentioned there. You know, I have differing opinions. Obviously, 27 years old now. A lot of Man United fans saying that Griezmann snubbed Manchester United in the summer, and he had his chance then to come to United, but opted for the loyalty route and didn't want to sell, you know, Atletico Madrid down the river by leaving and leave them in a state where they couldn't get a replacement in. And obviously now they've got Diego Costa coming into the team. And I mean, I think it would be more likely this summer for Griezmann to leave. But I mean, what do you make of some Manchester United fans kind of shunning him in a way, kind of, you know, saying that, you know, he's already snubbed Manchester United in the summer, didn't want to come, so we should just abandon him and go for somebody else?
Well, I get that because Man United comes first over everything. I get that. I completely get that mentality. But at the same time, Griezmann actually showing loyalty. Surely we maybe should reward loyalty in the game when there seems like there's usually none. Obviously, most people's loyalty is to Man United, but at the same time, surely loyalty within anything in football right now should be a little bit celebrated. I know, obviously, Griezmann not come to the club isn't the greatest thing to want to celebrate, but it is still loyalty, and we don't see a lot of it. So surely we want those values into our club when the game is full of just people, mercenaries right now. So I think that is decent. I also believe the Man United fans kind of saying he's not what we need anymore, that we got Sanchez. Griezmann can also play as a supporting role to Lukaku. He can also play in a number 10 position. So I think I'd still sign Griezmann a bit like Tubbs has just said. And I believe the only way Griezmann will not come now is because of the number 7 shirt. And the reason I think Griezmann was going to be coming before the transfer ban was the number 7 shirt. So the only way Griezmann will come is if Zlatan goes and the number 10 shirt is free again for Griezmann. But in the other case of people saying I'd rather sign a different player instead of Griezmann, like you said, the only player for me that would actually outlast Griezmann, who I would want to see in, would realistically be in this summer window that's coming upon us, would be either Dybala or Griezmann. I think it's easier to get Griezmann out of Atletico to get Dybala out of Juve, but what a transfer it would be to get Dybala out of Juve.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting point you made, obviously, about the number 7 shirt as well. That was free last summer, you are correct. And obviously that would have been a very, very much a kind of statement for him to come to Manchester United, become the new number 7. Obviously, one of his idols is David Beckham, a number 7. And, you know, he has, recently on his social media, he did post a picture which suggests that he is the number 7, and he thinks he is the number 7. If he was going to leave Atletico Madrid, he would want to be the number 7. So I think the number 7 is a shirt which, you know, you would want to take up, definitely. You'd definitely want to take up. But ultimately, you know, the number 10 shirt may be available as well. Obviously, Ibrahimovic doesn't look like he's going to be staying at Manchester United much longer, so that shirt does look like it may be given up. And I reckon Griezmann would still rock that number 10. Tubes, as you said there, says he'd still sign Griezmann. He also says, if Griezmann rejected us for Man City, then 6 months later was begging for your... oh yeah, so if Griezmann was rejected us for Man City, then 6 months later was begging for a Man United move, I'd say no. But his situation is completely different. Interesting. So possibly if he was, you know, he wanted to go to Man City, then rejected them, one of our rivals, is different. I think that's an interesting point. Obviously, you know, staying at Atletico Madrid, you know, helping them out is actually kind of commendable, I think, and we do have to commend it. But it's you know, obviously, you know, it is a bit troubling when, you know, you offer him. I'm sure that Manchester United offered him all the kind of, you know, all the trimmings, if you like, all the kind of good stuff that was going to come with his transfer, the right money probably, but and he kind of wanted to go. You saw in little, you know, snippets online and things like that, and it seemed like he was going to come, but it did seem like obviously Atletico Madrid's transfer ban did not help the situation. Rodney says, that's my position. Griezmann is a luxury player. If he wanted the number 7, he should have joined in the summer. So yeah, I mean, interesting from Rodney there, saying that, you know, obviously Griezmann, the number 7 was waiting for Griezmann in the summer, and he should have come and you know, gone and got it if he really wanted it. And I think that's an interesting point. You know, I think Griezmann probably should have been a bit more clever to realise that if we weren't going to get Griezmann, somewhere along the line we were going to get another high-profile player in who was going to take that number 7 shirt. So if he really wanted it, he probably should have gone and get it. But it's an interesting point. Chief says, give him the number 10 shirt, or just give him, yeah, give him a bit extra a week, 500 grand a week, possibly. Yeah, you know, footballers love their money these days. I mean, you just know it. And, you know, so maybe an extra 50 grand a week wouldn't be too bad. Oh, Chelsea are 1-0 down at Watford. Didn't even know that. They've just equalised. I didn't even know that Chelsea were 1-0 down at all. Welcome, Jacob Summergill. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Please leave a like if you aren't already, as Zach has said in the stream. Yep. Apparently, no, it's not. Big O said it was 2-1 to Watford now, so I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't say, if it's coming from Big O's mouth, I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing well, Jacob, doing well. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Zach, I saw your review of the Huddersfield game. I think you've done a review of the Huddersfield game, right?
Yeah,
you did. I watched that, and I mean, do you want to give your views on the Huddersfield game? Just on, I mean, obviously you've given your views on on your own channel, but yeah.
Like performance, where we needed the 3 points. It was very, very valid that we got the 3 points. Lukaku being clinical, Mata putting in great crosses, Sanchez getting his first goal for the club. A very, very important goal for Sanchez as well, because when you get 1 goal as an attacker, it really spurs you on to get more and you feel a lot more confident at home. Hopefully that happens to Sanchez and he can really develop as a player, because when he does, he is going to be absolutely insane. Very, very excited for when Sanchez blossoms and becomes an insane player. Apart from that, it was kind of an average kind of game. I mean, if you consider the way we need to be winning this, like if you think against like average teams like Stoke, West Brom, Huddersfield, Brighton, these kind of teams, we just need these performances where it's like, you know, a kind of small little game that we need the 3 points in, where it's 2-0 and we have a solid game and we get the clean sheet. That's what I think. It was a very, very good result for Manchester United, because if you consider the amount of times we've kind of bottled these games and then beating them 2-0, very, very good. Very happy with that. Yeah. Anyway, buddy, I have to go off right now, so I'll see you in the next stream. If you guys haven't already, please do leave a like and subscribe to Kieran. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Carry on, Kieran.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. Thanks, Zach, for coming on the stream. If you want to go subscribe to his channel, link is in the description down below. But yeah, thank you very much, Zach, for joining the stream. And yeah, great call as always. Good to hear what he thought on the Huddersfield game as well. Very interesting. Welcome, Football Namundo Avivo. Go. He says, go Chelsea. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? Chelsea are 2-1 down now. I mean, that's why I was celebrating. Obviously, if you guys saw my facial reaction, it wasn't on what was Zach saying. It was me celebrating the Chelsea score, because they are losing to Watford, and this is a great result for Manchester United, but not just Man United, but everyone concerned in the top 4 race. So very, very happy, and I appreciate Tubes keeping up to date as always on the football scores. Appreciate that, my man. But yeah, I mean, keep getting your thoughts in the live chat. What you think about Justin Kluivert? What you think about this potential transfer to Manchester United? I still think it'd be a decent signing for us to make. And I think maybe loaning him back to Ajax might be the best solution. Just for his development. Obviously, getting him straight into Manchester United would be possibly be a bit tricky, a bit. Not controversial, what's the word? A bit dangerous. A bit dangerous for his career. Tube says, I wonder if Conte will be sacked. Interesting, you know, obviously Antonio Conte has had a lot of, a really bad run of form recently. And, I mean, we know what Chelsea are like. They're very cutthroat with their managers. Very, very much, you know, if you're not performing, you're going to get the sack. And possibly Antonio Conte may get the sack very, very soon. I don't think it'll be after this game, but seriously, Chelsea have just bought, you know, Olivier Giroud, Emerson, and they're still losing to Watford. Not good times for them whatsoever. Tube says, I don't think he'll be sacked unless they lose on the weekend. I don't know who they've got on the weekend, but yeah, possibly. I think 2 losses in a row, and where Chelsea are, because obviously Liverpool and Spurs drawing, so yeah, Gerard Deulofeu, the new signing for Watford, has just made it 3-1. Wow. Chelsea, what is going on? This is, oh no, they are not doing well at all. That is why a big booming smile's on my face, because I hate those Chelsea rent boys. No need to be homophobe there. Oh, goodness me. Let myself get ahead of myself there. Let myself go. I just don't like Chelsea. 3-1. Gerard Deulofeu, the new signing. Boom. How about that? How about that? Looking very... I mean, the perfect weekend of results for us in the top 4. In fact, it's the perfect weekend of results if you think about it, right? Chelsea losing, and Spurs, Liverpool drawing, Man City drawing. Perfect. Arsenal are just out of it anyway. They're awful, so they're out of it anyway. Even with these signings, they haven't addressed the proper, you know, they didn't bring in a defender, which baffled me. I mean, they are leaking goals left, right and centre. Even they conceded against Everton. They were completely on top in that game, and they still conceded. So they're still leaking goals, and until they get a proper centre-back partnership, they will not be, you know, they won't be the same. This won't be good. Rodney says Chelsea are toast. They are, mate. They are toast. I mean, there's another word to describe them at the moment. I'm not going to use it, but you know what it is. George, welcome back to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? Yeah, the Chelsea are conceding a lot. I mean, I was surprised when they lost 3-0 to Bournemouth. But this is ridiculous. Losing 2 on the spin by 3 goals. Ridiculous. George says we could finish 4th if Chelsea slip up. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. Obviously, Arsenal fan, if you guys don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. Possibly, Arsenal might be looking for a 4th place finish. Obviously, with the signings, you know, even though I don't think you guys have addressed your problems defensively, I think you have made a lot of positive signings. Aubameyang, would never have expected you to make Aubameyang. I really was shocked when you signed Aubameyang, to be fair. I didn't think a player of that quality was going to go to Arsenal. Obviously, the way Arsenal were playing, the way that it looked like they're going to finish in Europa League, they were in the Europa League, I just didn't see it. But for some reason, Aubameyang came. Possibly it was because of the money, possibly because he wanted a new challenge. But yeah, it was a good sign for you guys. Welcome, Jer. No, long time no see, buddy. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? He says could mean Courtois could be heading to Madrid, and we ensured De Gea stays. Oh yeah, obviously Thibaut Courtois has been linked with a move to Real Madrid. No way is it 4-1. No way. No, you're lying to me, Jer. Please. Oh my God. Oh my God, please say it's not. Please say it's 4-1. Please say. Oh my word. But it's a good point there you made, Jer. It's a good point. Obviously, Courtois being linked with Real Madrid. And I think David De Gea probably wouldn't mind staying at Manchester United. But I still cannot believe the only reason he's here is because of a fax machine. And now he's become the best goalkeeper in the world. It just shows how much margins, literally this small, there are margins in this game. Ridiculous. 4-1. Roberto Pereira. Chelsea, Antonio Conte, you are far from the champions you were last season. How far have you fallen? How far have you fallen? Ridiculous. This is laughable from Chelsea Football Club. I mean, oh my word. You buy Giroud and Emerson and you're still messing up 4-1. Good day for United. Great day. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're all loving it, lads, aren't we? We're all loving it. 4-1. I cannot believe it. I mean, what a stream this is then. What a stream. And we're witnessing Chelsea's demise on this stream. Beautiful. And it's beautiful. Those oil money... Oh, jammy oil money bastards who bought the league twice. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people saying, you know, Man United are, you know, spend money, but we make our money. We make the most revenue of any club in the world. Fact. Right? That is a fact. As Rafa Benitez would say, I'm dealing with facts here. Right? We make the most money out of any club in the world. Our club is worth the most money. So, anyone who says we spend too much money is ridiculous. Obviously, you can have your own opinions on too much money on particular players, but we make our own money. We do good business. We make our own money. Man City, Chelsea, it's all oil. All oil. If, you know, it's all their owners. It's ridiculous. But there we go. And we've got the Glazers as owners, and we're still buying big players. The Glazers suck money out of the club and don't reinvest, and we're still buying great players. But there we go. My little mini rant is over. Jer says, we'd love to see Kluivert at Manchester United. Yeah, I would love to see Kluivert at Manchester United, to be fair. I would really like to see him at United. I think, I've been saying earlier in the stream that, I think he'll be a decent player, obviously a young player, coming into Manchester United. I think probably we would loan him back to Ajax, just for his development's sake. I don't think we would probably launch him and keep him at the training ground hostage. I think we want to loan him back to Ajax for a bit. Red Army MUFC, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? Guys, if you are watching, please do leave a like as well. That'd be absolutely appreciated. He says, who the FR is Justin Kluivert? Well, I can actually tell you a bit about Justin Kluivert. Obviously, after the Europa League finals, Jose Mourinho was talking to a young player. But who was that young player, you ask? Well, that young player was Justin Kluivert, son of Patrick Kluivert, very, very famous, world-class footballer. And I think he's, 18 years old, plays for Ajax in the Eredivisie, scoring some really nice goals, scored a hat-trick recently, and has a lot of promise as a young player. And he has a 10 million buyout clause, which Manchester United reportedly are looking at kind of possibly triggering and trying to go for him. And yeah, that's who Justin Kluivert is. But yeah, it's interesting. Very, very interesting to see. Tube says, Jer, you rated Kluivert for a long time. Yeah, Jer has been mentioning Justin Kluivert for a long time, actually. So if we do sign him, then it'll be Jer's signing. It'll be Jer's signing. So, I'll be happy for him. But I think, Kluivert, I think he would be a decent signing for United to make. I think he would, in the long term, be a very, very good bit of business, if anything, because I think he'd be a player who, in the future, will be worth a lot of money. Red Army MFC says, I see Gooners thinking they can rebuild again. Yeah, obviously, with the signings of Aubameyang, Mkhitaryan, they do look like very, very positive signings, but in the end, they don't have, that defensive spine going through the team. So, there we go. But, I mean, George, you can have your say on that, obviously being an Arsenal fan. But I just think you haven't really addressed the defensive side of things, in my opinion. But there we go. He says, next week there'll be Amberall. Amberall, blood! Amberall! That was the worst impression ever. God. Anyway, George says 4-0, 4-1. Ha, Chelsea are in big trouble, not to mention Conte. Yeah, he is in the doghouse, Antonio Conte. And as Red Army MFC there, I do agree. I think if it keeps going like this, he will be getting the sack in a few weeks. So he needs to watch his back, because he is a man, he is a dead man walking. He is on the death row for football managers. And he needs something quick, or else he's not getting out of there. But there we go. As I said, please leave a like. Can we hit 10 likes on this stream? Absolutely brilliant. Also, guys, have been noticing that not as many people have been watching the streams recently. It might just be because you guys don't want to watch, and that's fair enough. But if you aren't getting the notifications, then please do hit that notification bell after you subscribe, just so you make sure you get notifications. Also, apparently, in your sub boxes, YouTube have changed it, so the default is that the subscription changed to highlights rather than uploads. So you can change that feature so when in your sub box it comes up with recent uploads. Apparently, George says, yeah, we need a world-class defender to give us a chance at top 4 next season. Yeah, I mean, I think if you get a decent defense, then top 4 would be, top 4 would definitely be a. Definitely be in reach, possibly even going for the title next season. You never know, because we've seen teams who have been challenging the top 4 and then go straight out for the title race. So that's the thing. I think the Premier League title race is so close nowadays that could definitely happen. Red Army FC says, if there's space for a mod, can I be a competitor? Well, I mean, you're definitely in the race, my friend. You have been turning up to streams. Obviously, as a mod, you have to turn up to streams pretty much most of the time anyway, but I don't know. I mean, I'd be nice to make someone a mod, I like doing it. I like commending people, and I think Red Army MFC, you've been a very nice, loyal supporter, as has Tubes. And I would want to make Tubes moderator, but I think he said he was contracted to the United Stands, so don't want to break that contract. Jer says, yeah, Tubes, I've watched Ajax for a while, and I went to a couple games in Amsterdam, and I'm very impressed with what I've seen with him. Oh, we went to, I mean, that's decent. So we've got a man in the stream who has watched Justin Kluivert firsthand. Very interesting, Jer. Very interesting. But yeah, decent. George, the turn notifications on for you. Thanks, mate. Thanks, appreciate it. Chelsea's next game is 20th place West Brom. Rock bottom West Brom. Oh, that'll be interesting. Yeah, Liverpool and Arsenal lost to West Brom. Chelsea could do the same. Yep, it's an interesting point. They're no slouch team. They are no slouch team. But I mean, if Chelsea lose to West Brom again, 3 on the spin, I don't know for Conte. I think it's over for Conte. And there'll be another manager who gets sacked halfway through the season after winning the title. It seems like there's some sort of curse. When you win the title, you get sacked halfway through the season. Interesting. Very interesting. Possibly that might happen to Pep Guardiola. Tube says, might be leaving the United stand. Beck and Marcus have already gone. That might be the next. I don't know why you guys... I don't know. I mean, I saw Ross isn't on the United stand either, so I don't know what's going on. But there we go. But yeah, possibly. I mean, it seems the United stand are getting a few viewers, quite a lot of success. Tube says, yeah, he said he might be leaving. Obviously, Beck was the first moderator of this channel. Beck Howell, but she doesn't seem like she's been watching the streams too much. But there we go. But no, I don't mind. But yeah. Tubes, to be fair, I'd happily make you a moderator, my friend, because you have been literally, I mean, I swear, every single stream you are here, like a loyal supporter, and I just really appreciate that. So, you know, every time I see you in the stream, I'm like, there he is again, the man. I mean, I want to make you moderator, my friend, so if you want it, then just ask for it, and I'll do it, because you are, I mean, you're heading on MVP status, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate all my fans as well, all my subscribers. I don't want to say fans because it's like it'd be like I'm like saying fans is like I've got like 100,000 followers on Instagram. Like I've got I wouldn't say you guys are my fans. You're my my subscribers, my friends almost. But yeah. Anyway, my soppy little thing over. Red Army FC said Chelsea lose to West Brom, Conte gets a sack. Yeah, I think so. 100% Red Army MFC. I think Conte does get the sack if Chelsea lose to bottom of the table. Ridiculous. George says all the big teams eventually slip up, so I guess that was Chelsea's also 3-0 versus Bournemouth. It's not going well for them at all. No, it's not. It really isn't going well for them at all. It's ridiculous, really, for Chelsea. Going through an awful run of form, but they seem to do it every single year. They go through a really bad run of form, and I think that's what's under Jose Mourinho, we haven't really done that at Manchester United. It seems that we don't really go on huge bad runs of form. Obviously, our worst run of form this season was when we drew 3 games in a row, but that's only 3 games, and we didn't lose those games we drew. Well, it makes me a proud man to do this, Chiefs. It's a proud moment. It's a proud moment. Tubes, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the moderators. Welcome to the moderators gang. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you aboard because you are a loyal watcher of the channel. And maybe you guys will follow suit. I don't mind making people mod. So yeah. But yeah, thank you very much for your loyal service. That is your badge of honor, my friend. That is your badge of honor. Tube says yours and Zach's streams are great, etc. There's no trolls like you get on the United Stand comments. Yeah, I know it's. I mean, obviously that's because we're not as big as the United Stand, but obviously, I do try and like, I do try and reply to all the messages, and I do like to kind of interact with you guys, because that's the reason why I do the streams at the end of the day. If I had no one watching, then I'd just be uploading a video and kind of replying to comments, which is fine, but the live interaction is brilliant, and I appreciate it. Just said Chelsea can sack Conte now. They've got no one to replace him at the minute. I mean, that's true. Obviously, they can't really sack Antonio Conte. Who are they going to bring in mid-season? Who's going to be able to do that? So, it's interesting. Congratulations, Tubes. Yep, congratulations to Tubes. DNM75 says, could you not manage to do a sub count? Yeah, obviously, I haven't. I put in this is the wrong one. I realise that's the wrong one because you did the. You put the sub count on it. I should have done that, but. Yeah, I'll do that for the next stream. George says, I love your streams. It's good because there is minimal people so you can reply to our messages. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I like it. You know, I do like, you know, replying to your stream, replying to your comments, because ultimately I'm just so thankful that you guys are kind of commenting, because, and that's why I try and reply to every single comment, because, you know, you guys are commenting and, you know, liking, subscribing, and it's you that makes the channel, so it's only fair that I read out what you guys have to say. And as I said, it's all about fan opinions, so I want to make sure that your opinions get heard, so that's really why I do it. Red Army FC says, yes, that's why I love being here. You can read my opinions, exactly. And we can all discuss each other's opinions, and it's great. A great community. DNM75 says, guys, get ready. There might be a Chelsea fan rant cam. Oh, yeah. If you want to go see his fan cams after the games, they're very, very entertaining. I've done a few. If you want to get involved in his fan cams as well, just hit him up as well. So, you know, there you go. Red Army UFC says, unlike the United Stand or FTD, oh gosh, once in every year. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Obviously, they are a very big channel, so there's going to be a lot of people commenting. But obviously, I do like the fact that it's kind of a smaller community. But we do, you know, I get to read out all your comments, and that's the thing. I would love to be that big one day, but I sometimes think, how would I be able to manage to kind of read out all your comments and that? I don't know, but there we go. No, I mean, I'm still reaching for the stars. I'm still reaching for these stars, lads. I'm still reaching for these stars. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to 1K subs. Trust me. You heard it here first. Tube says, Chelsea want Mzari from Napoli as a manager. There's no way he will leave them at the moment. They're top of Serie A by 2 points. Could be their first Serie A title win since the 80s. What an achievement that would be for him as well. You know, in a league which a lot of people thought was very one-sided, it seems like there's the title race. There is definitely a better title race than here. So, yeah, it's interesting to see. Possibly, if Conte does get sacked, they might go in for him. Maybe the lure of Chelsea might be too much for him. I do play Xbox, George. I don't know my gamer tag off the top of my head, but I do play Xbox. Xbox One, I play. And it's very decent. Got into Gold 2 in Foot Champs, so very happy with that. But yeah, looking forward to my rewards. DLM75 said, Jose said, I don't want any strikers in the summer. We have Rashford, Martial, Sanchez, and Lukaku. He didn't say anything about Ibra. He has gone, I feel. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Welcome, ManUnitedMax as well. Welcome to stream. But yeah, to answer your question, DLM75, I think that, you know, I do agree that we probably won't sign any big-name strikers in the summer. I think I did remember seeing an interview where he said that because we're signing, you know, we're signing players like Sanchez in the January window, then we're probably not going to go for his position in the summer. So I think that, you know, possibly we're probably not going to go in for one of those big names, but I think we might go in for Kluivert, so you never know. And as you said about Ibrahimovic, yeah, I think he has gone. I don't think he's going to stay at Manchester United much longer, so there we go. ManUnitedMax, as I said, welcome to the stream, says, got to happen. Also, sorry for no content lately. I've had a muscle spasm in my shoulder blades, haven't been able to record. Hope you're feeling better after that, buddy. It seems that has got to hurt. I haven't had it before, but it does seem like it hurts a lot. So, hopefully you're alright now. But yeah, go subscribe to his channel as well if you want more content from him. And also all the other channels in the description down below. Very much recommend it. George says, same. Oh, I can't get into Foot Champs. Got into the final of qualifying, ended up losing 4-0. Yeah, I remember. I used to have that problem as well. But I just try and get into gold each week, just so I can qualify next week. You know, so I can qualify each week like on automatically, really. So yeah. Just says, I pity any manager that would take Chelsea job that has a personalised poison chalice, in my opinion. Yeah, I think the Chelsea job, it seems like, you know, you win one title and then you just get sacked. I don't know what it is with the Chelsea job. It does seem like a poison chalice. No manager really goes in there and spends a long time there, really. So it's interesting to see who's going to take it next, possibly if Antonio Conte gets sacked. ManUnitedMax says, apparently there's been no contact with LA Galaxy, and Mourinho said if he was going to... And Mourinho said if he was going, he'd be the first one to know. I think they do have a good relationship on a personal level, and I do agree with that. And yeah, I think, yeah, so probably Jose Mourinho would be the first to know when Zlatan calls it a day. But I think, you know, Ibrahimovic does want to win more things with Manchester United, and he might sense that we could win some more things this season. But yeah, I mean, obviously he has already won, you know, two trophies with Manchester United. If you call the Community Shield a trophy, it's 3, but I don't know. But yeah. Tube says, yeah, I'd take Ibra to remain until the end of the season, then leave him hopefully after the first trophy. Yeah, one last trophy, not the first trophy, one last trophy. Yeah, I agree. I think after one last trophy, it'd be a great hurrah for him and kind of signal the end of his kind of big career. And I'd love it if he scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. Come on! I got a bit hyped there. I don't know if that's going to happen, but there we go. Yeah, I mean, as you said, Max, DLM saying there, DLM75 made me this little studio, very, very nice, and yeah, I thank him for that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I think it's a good point to end the stream. Very, very good stream. I really appreciate all your support. As I said, please do leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Subscribe to the links in the description down below. Also, follow me on Twitter if you like more Manchester United sort of fan stuff on there, and competitions, that lot. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description down below. But anyway, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe for more content from Red Devil Weekly, and I'll see you in a